How to install Selenium IDE? As we discussed, Selenium IDE is an extension for Firefox browser. So, first open your Firefox browser. After opening your Firefox browser, go to seleniumhq.org or open Google and type Selenium IDE or download Selenium IDE. You will get seleniumhq.org download page and open that page. After opening that page, you will find Selenium IDE section. In Selenium IDE section, you can download the latest released version from here. So click on the latest released version link. The current version is 2.2.0. If you click that, as Firefox will not allow some other external files due to security reasons, it will ask to allow that download, and when you click the allow button, it will start downloading Selenium IDE. It is not a big file, it will be completed in less time. See, after that, these are the different plugins that are supported in Selenium IDE. See, different programming languages that will be supported for Selenium. We will discuss all these in later classes. For now, just click on install. The installation is completed and it is asking for restart the Firefox. See, now you don't have any Selenium in tools menu. When you restart your Firefox, you will see one new option in the tools menu of your Firefox, that is Selenium IDE. See, this is Selenium IDE added as an add-on for your Firefox. If you go to add-ons of your Firefox, you will find the Selenium IDE in your add-ons. See, this is the Selenium IDE 2.2.0. So this is the way how to install Selenium IDE. So you need to go to the seleniumhq.org downloads page, and from there you need to get the Selenium IDE plugins, and those will be installed to your Firefox. Remember, Selenium IDE can be installed only on Firefox browser. It cannot be installed in any other browsers. And how to open Selenium IDE, that is our next topic. How to open Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE can be opened in two different ways. One, we have seen that from the tools menu of the Firefox. Open your Firefox, go to tools menu, there you will find one Selenium IDE option. If you click on Selenium IDE option, it will open Selenium IDE. It will open Selenium IDE as a separate window. This is Selenium IDE, and whatever the operations you perform, whatever the URLs you browse, or whatever the actions you perform on web pages in this Firefox, those will be recorded in this Selenium IDE. So this is one way of opening Selenium IDE from tools menu of your Firefox. And the second way of opening Selenium IDE is from view menu option. Go to view menu option and you will find sidebar. If you click on sidebar, you will find Selenium IDE here. If you click on Selenium IDE, the Selenium IDE will be opened as a sidebar in your Firefox. See, this is not opened as a separate window. Now this is opened as a sidebar in your Firefox. You can use any way. No difference will be there. The Selenium IDE functionality will not be changed. That is your convenience. Whatever you like, you can whatever the way you want to open the Selenium IDE, you can use that. See, common used method for opening Selenium IDE is from tools menu of your Firefox. Remember that. And what are the different components of Selenium IDE? If we see Selenium IDE interface, this is Selenium IDE interface. We are able to see many items on Selenium IDE interface. One is, this is the menu bar. See, we have different menu options. This is known as menu bar of your Selenium IDE. And this part is known as the toolbar of Selenium IDE. All these, okay, these options. This bar is known as the toolbar of your Selenium IDE. And another component of your Selenium IDE is the test case pane. The test case pane where your test scripts will be displayed. See, this is your test case pane. And your test case pane is having two different tabs. Of course, we will discuss them later. Coming to the menu bar, Selenium IDE's menu bar is having different menu items. These menu items are used for creating new test cases. See, if you go to file menu, you will see new test case. If you select this, a new test case will be created, and you can see another option, open. See, open is used for opening some saved test cases. See, using save test case, we have another option, save test case on save test case as. Using this, we can save our test script, our recorded test script, and the saved test cases can be used using the open menu option. And we have different other file menu items for saving the test cases, test suites, opening the test cases, opening the test suites. See, test suite means set of test cases. A collection of one or more test cases is known as test suite. And we have another menu, different menus are there. See, menu bar, you will find the functionalities as per. You can understand the functionalities of each and every option. See, this is like any of the editor or IDE. Undo, redo, cut, copy. These are used for performing some operations in Selenium IDE, like copy command, paste command, cut command, delete command, everything. And we have different other menu options. You can go through that whenever you require it. And the toolbar, this is the important component of your Selenium IDE, and it contains the first one. This slider is this will control the test case execution speed. Okay, so this is by default fast. That means if you open Selenium IDE and record some test case, test script, and if you play back the test case, then it will execute the test case very faster. Okay, so to control the speed of test execution, you can use this slider. Okay, you can slow down this, the test execution speed. And this is run all button. Okay, this option is known as run all. Run all means it will, when you click on this, it will run all the test cases in your present test suite. Okay, say there are there are some test cases in your current test suite. When you click on this option, all the test cases in your current test suites will be executed one after another. And next one is the play current test case option. If you click on this item, the selected test case will be executed. See, even if you have many test cases in your test suite, open test suite, the selected test case, the current test case will be executed when you select this option. And this is pause or resume button. See, this will be disabled by default when the test execution starts. That means whenever you play back the test case, then this button will be highlighted for pausing the test case execution. and if you click pause, it will convert to the play button. Okay, you know that, right? Like some triangle, and that is for playing back the test execution. And this is step button. Step means this is used for debugging the test cases. See, whenever you click on the pause button and if you click the play button again, it will continue with the test case execution without stopping. But when the test case is paused, if you click the step button, it will execute the next command. Okay, see, one after another, and this is mainly used for debugging your test cases. Okay, the step button. And this is a roll-ups, apply roll-up rules. This is an advanced feature and it allows some repetitive sequence of Selenium commands and these to be grouped into single action. Okay, so this is apply rollup rules, and you can find a detailed documentation of rollup rules in the UI element option. See, this is from, if you go to help menu, you will find different options. Among them, UI element documentation is one. If you open that, you can find different options, UI elements. In this also you will find this apply rollup rules. Okay, find rollup rule. See, you can find the description for that. And finally, this is the important option of our Selenium IDE, and this button is used for recording your test cases. This is the record button of Selenium IDE, and this is selected by default. Whenever you open Selenium IDE, by default the recording is on. Okay, if you click that, then that it will stop the recording test case. See, if you click on that, you can identify when it is recording and when it is not. Okay, see, this button is used for recording the test cases. This will record the test cases or the operations performed on a web page. And this is test case pane. In test case pane, you will find and you will have the commands, the test scripts will be displayed here. If you compare to any of the programming languages, you know, you can compare this to the editor. Okay, see, this is the place where the commands, where your script is displayed, and this is the default format of Selenium IDE, that is a tabular format. And if you click on the source tab, you will find the source code of the script displayed here. Okay, and HTML is the default language in which Selenium scripts are saved. See, this is about test case pane. And you have, see, the bottom part of Selenium IDE contains 4 tabs, and this is the log window. Okay, this part is the log window, and it will show the logs when you execute your test case. That means whenever you play back your recorded test case, everything what is happening with every command that is executing some so and so code or error at so and so command, everything is logged here. Okay, the test output means, of course, that is not exactly the output. The logging of your test case will be displayed here. And this is the reference window. Actually, this is a great tutorial for Selenium IDE. For example, I will type a sample command in Selenium IDE. The reference window shows the text, the information about the current command that is selected. See, now I selected the open command. If you have one more command like we have typed as another command, if you click on any of the command, the reference window will show the help for that command. Okay, you can find why that command is used and what are the arguments that to be passed for that command. Everything you will find in the reference window. And for UI element and rollup, you will find that in this document that is generated from the help menu and UI element documentation. You can go through that. And coming to the next part, we can discuss about the structure of any Selenium command. A Selenium command is any command that is used for performing some operation on web browser. Okay, see, that is recorded in Selenium IDE, and it will have a Selenium command have three parts: the name of the command and the target and the value. The command option, see the same, this is in the tabular format and you will find the same things here also, the command and the target and the value. If you click, you will find these three values in these three text boxes. Here we will write the name of the command, or if you select any command, it will show the name of the command and it will show the target. Of course, all the commands may not have these two parameters. This is the command name and these two are the parameters that to be passed to any Selenium command. Okay, but all the Selenium commands does not require two parameters mandatorily. Okay, they may accept only one parameter also. Okay, when we go through different commands in Selenium IDE, we can know that. We will see what are the different commands that accept two parameters and what are the commands that accepts only one parameter, like that. And coming to the next part, creating and recording your first test script. Okay, now we are going to create a simple test script on your Selenium IDE. Say, open your Firefox, and one more thing, you have the base URL here. We will discuss about what is base URL later. Okay, for now this is the URL. Of course, I will tell and I will repeat the same afterwards also. If you give any base URL and if you want to open any of the page, you can provide the relative path to this base URL. No need of providing absolute path in your, I think you know the difference between the absolute path and relative path of any site or any page, right? So no need of giving the absolute path of web page. You can give the relative path that relative to this base URL. You can go, say you can provide http://www.google.com. See, you can provide the base URL, and yes, this record button is selected now. This will record the operations performed in Firefox. Now I am going to google.com in my web browser and typing Selenium IDE and click on this. After that, I am clicking on the first link. It will open the seleniumhq.org and you will find different elements on the web page, and you will click on some download and it will direct us to the download page from where we have downloaded the Selenium IDE plugin. See, if you see the Selenium IDE, see these are the set of commands which are recorded by Selenium IDE. See, you selected the record button and you performed some operations on your Firefox. So it recorded. You can open that google.com. Okay, it recorded the test case, and you can stop the recording, and after stopping the recording, if you perform any of operations, it will not record there. See, it did not record any of the operations that are performed after stopping the recording. And now how to play back your test case. See, this is the test script that you recorded using your IDE, and I am slowing down the test case so that we can observe what is happening. And if you select this one, you can select any of these options, that is play entire suite, because you have only one test case in your Selenium IDE, so there is no difference between these two for now. And if you run that, see, it went to google.com and it typed Selenium IDE and it clicked on search button. It went for Selenium IDE HQ option, and yes, this clicked on download page, and finally we are on the download page of the Selenium. See, this is what we have performed when the recording is on. That's why everything is got recorded. Okay, this is how you will create your test cases. This is how you will record your test cases and you will play back your test cases. And how to save the test cases. How to save the test cases means, after completing the recording, go to the file menu of your Selenium IDE and save the test case, or save the test case as. This is not at saved, so there will not be any difference between these two. It will save the test case, and I will go to our module number 6 Selenium IDE, and here we are going to save this as Selenium HQ. Okay, we are saving this as Selenium HQ. So our test case is saved as Selenium HQ, and if you click on the new test case, okay, and you can or you open and don't save the suite, open the tool again, and you will not see the previous test case. Okay, so to open the saved test case, go to the file menu and select the open option and browse for the test case in your directories and select the test case you want and click on the open button. It will open the test case you have saved. Okay, this is how we will save the test cases and we will open the saved test cases. And coming to the next point, playing back a single test case and playing back a suite of test cases. Okay, see, we studied and we have seen how to play back a single test case. For example, if we have another test case, see, I am creating new test case, and in that new test case I am just continuing the process. See, now we are on the downloads page. Of course, no need of continuing this. You can have independent test cases also. For example, in first test case you may test the login action in Gmail. In second test case you can log in to Yahoo Mail. Okay, there is it is not necessarily dependent. There should be dependency between test cases. Okay, your test cases should be and can be independent. Okay, there will not be and there should not be any dependency between the test cases. And in this case, make sure the record button is selected. After that, I am going to the documentation section, and in that I will select note to the reader doc being revised for Selenium 2.0. it will open some other page. And if you see your Selenium IDE, you will find different options here. See, this open is relative to this URL. So when this open is executed Selenium IDE, the URL, this part of the URL is concatenated to the base URL, and the entire URL will be opened in your browser. And I will save this test case as Selenium HQ2. Okay, see, this is my test case and this is the entire suite, and I will save the test suite as WebDriver tutorials, C D WebDriver tutorials and module 6 my suite 1, and I saved that test suite. If you select any of the test case, to select the single test case, double click on any of the test case. Okay, see, and if you run this one, if you select this one, it will play that means it will execute the current selected test case. And if you want to execute the entire test suite, just click on the play entire test suite, so that it will execute the execution from the beginning. And see, your pause button is enabled. See it executing. It missed something because see, the execution is faster, so it may miss the element which it is trying to open, may not found by the time it executed the next command. Okay, so just to avoid that, slow down your test suite and run it again. See, the pause is highlighted. Now you can pause the test execution. See, I paused, so it clicked on. See, this is the log, and the log is shown in the log window what is happening. And what happened, it clicked on something. Okay, so this command is executed, and it is this the control is at this command. Okay, see, now we can have the resume button. If you click on this resume button, it will continue with the test case, and if you want to go step by step, you can use this button. Now I am just resuming the execution. It clicked on Selenium plugins and it went to downloads page, and it came to second test case and it is executing. It went to downloads, documentation, and after that it clicked on some link whatever we selected there. See, this is how we execute a single test case and test cases as a suite. Okay, that's it. We cut